So welcome back to my channel, and I just wanted to talk about, first of all, if the lighting seems a bit weird, I'm sorry if it looks a little funky. I'm kind of in a different part of my room compared to what I usually am, or if I'm in a different room I have better lighting there because of the windows that come in during the day. But since I usually film at night, it's going to be a little bit harder to get the light. Okay, so I probably look a little weird. I can see I look weird, but that's alright. I'm just here to do my best with the videos. Hopefully I can get some better equipment when I have the money to do so, but right now it's just more focusing on working on my channel's content. And sorry if I play with my hair a lot, I know I do that, but I'll dive right in. So in my last video I talked about comparison, and I just want to give this a part 2. And as you can tell probably from my thumbnail that, I worked hard on the thumbnail. I tried to get it to look good, look okay. I didn't know what pose to do. I'm still new to this, so bear with me if I look ridiculous. But it says comparisons part 2 and / after breakups. So with part 2 of comparisons, it's more like just recapping the fact that I understand that everyone goes through that. Boys and girls, men and women, they compare themselves because that's just our natural thing to do. We tend to see things in others that we feel we do not see in ourselves. And it's understandable, it's not always horrible things. It's not like I'm always comparing myself, oh my god, like I'll never look like that great. It's also along the lines of, wow, okay, she has really nice eyes and I have brown eyes, and it's not that my eyes aren't nice, it's just hers are different, And just to reiterate that comparing yourself to other people does not get you far, unfortunately. The only benefit I can see myself getting from comparing myself to others is only for motivation, as in I use it to motivate myself. It has happened before where I've met someone that was so strong-willed and determined and has a lot of dedication and good work ethic that it made me want to be that way in life. And whatever I want to do, I want to have that dedication and that consistency. And that's what I used. I used, what do I not do that she does or he does? What can I change about myself and my work habits that can get me to the level of success that that person has? And it's not their definition of success, it's just the level of success. That is my satisfaction of success. And it's just, that's how I think you can use comparison in your favor. If you're using it to bring out the faults in you, it's not going to help. It really won't. That's what I had to deal a lot through high school. I just always thought I wasn't as good, but that's not the case anymore. I'm really glad it's not, because I finally found peace with myself and where I am, and now it's just like I don't have those thoughts coming in my head all the time. The problem with having anxiety is having thoughts you don't even want. It's just thoughts that just come in. Like, it just happened to me today that I forgot something at work and everything was crashing down. Like, the whole world was ending because I forgot it. Because all of these thoughts came into my head saying, oh, you're irresponsible, you're not doing great, blah, blah, blah. It's just so difficult to deal with. So when you put that with weight, when you put that with the fact that this is what would happen if I saw my friend getting more attention from a guy than I was, guess what my anxiety thought? Oh my gosh, look, she's so much prettier than you, she's so much better than you, she has a better body than you, you clearly don't have all that. Those are all thoughts in my head. And yes, I understand that maybe some people that do not have anxiety can feel that way. The difference is that it's a repetition that keeps coming and coming and coming, and it'll be the same things that trigger it. And that's how you know it's things that just, it's all happening at once and you can't control it. You do your best, but it's only so much you can do. So the message of the comparison is, if you do need to compare, use it to benefit yourself in a healthy way, in a very spiritual and, lifestyle. Because it's okay to look at someone and say, wow, I hope I can become that kind of person, but don't forget the kind of person you are right now. And so when you do go through that direction to get to that person's level, maybe modify it. Be like, oh, I'm gonna be similar, but this will still be me. Because there are things that I'm so dedicated in that a lot of people wish they were dedicated in, but for me it's like, okay, that's good. And there's things I want to be dedicated in that other people already have. So it's kind of like working your way, and you have to have your own method of it. Don't do it the exact same way the person does, because then you start losing sight of yourself. So I know you guys can do it. I know you guys are great individually, and just keep pushing yourself to be better. If you feel that there's room for improvement, go for it. That's what I did. I was like, you know what, I have to change this about myself. I have to do this and that, but not because of someone else, because I felt that this was for me. So here we go with the interesting topic. This one I kind of want to do because it's one of a general topic. So after breakups, the interesting thing was that I did have a breakup. I had like two, but my real first relationship was in college. It was serious. It was about a year with dating before that, before it became a relationship. And it was with someone I met in college. Obviously I said that, but we first met in my first year, and he was a transfer, and we got to know each other in this dance club, and it all was great, right? Like, the thing is, you feel that it's going to last forever, it's going to be what you expect it to be, and unfortunately that's not how life works sometimes. Like, you either get lucky and you find that person and you can stay with them, and if you find the person that you think you have to stay with, but in reality that's not who you deserve. You deserve either, you will always deserve better. So how that relationship ended was in a way that I know others have gone through it worse. So I'm not looking for pity through this. I'm not looking for, oh, I'm so sorry about your breakup. No, this was over 2 years ago, and even then when I was heartbroken, I understood people went through worse. That was the thing. I always understood people are going through worse. It's okay if I'm sad. It's okay if I want to be a little depressed. Sure. But remember, it can always be worse. And for that being was, the breakup was because he said he needed to find himself and work on himself, and he's scared because he wasn't feeling so much of it anymore. So of course I cried like a baby, being like, oh my gosh, like, what do you mean you don't feel it anymore? Like, I noticed you were being distant, but I thought it was just because you were just doing something weird. I don't understand. And so it's one thing to break up with someone and saying, oh, I just need some time to figure things out. So I was sitting there after the breakup thinking, oh wow, okay, maybe after some time I'll wait for him. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll think this and that. Maybe he'll see me differently. Maybe I'll see him differently. Maybe we could be together again. Oh my gosh, like, I was just so... It was my first broken heart. And in high school, I thought I had a lot of broken hearts. I thought I'd been broken hearted, but not like this. It's one thing when a guy just stops talking to you, and it's one thing when the guy you only talked to for the past year decides to leave your life. So it's understandable when you want to just cry and stay in bed and never get up again. But when that happened, I was thinking, okay, yes, I did feel like a fool for thinking we were ever going to get back together. I should have also had the mentality that there was a possibility we weren't going to get back together. But I didn't think like that. I'm just a hopeful person. I'm hopeful about everything in life. And then I later noticed that he started hanging out with this other girl, like, a lot more, like, consistently, right after the breakup. And I'm just, I might have been naive, I might have been stupid, but I just kept telling myself, oh, it's just the girl that he meets in his salsa dance classes, because he used to be part of the salsa club at the school we went to, and she was always there. She was the president. So I just thought, oh, it's probably just a good friend of his, I mean, I have good guy friends that I hung out with even after the breakup. And that was not the case. Turns out he had an interest in her. And when I found this out, it was just crazy to think, oh, was that the reason why he broke up with me? And I didn't want to think like that because it would lead me to thoughts that I don't want, nor do I deserve. But that's just what happened. I confronted him later about it because I asked him, like, why did you tell me if you were going to figure things out? You even said the comment, maybe give me a month. You gave me a deadline. You told my mind that there was a possibility. And I was waiting for that. And now that I see you with someone else, it's like, and especially not even a month after we broke up, it's 2 weeks after we broke up, you were already holding hands with her in public where we always hung out because we were both in different clubs still. And there's this thing called tabling. So they would table, that club would table and our club would table. So I had to see that all the time. And sure, I would have the choice not to go to tabling, but I love tabling so much it would help me forget about other things. That's why I would go. And that whole twist, and there's a lot more details about what happened and how it came to that, but bottom line was that when I confronted him, he told me it wasn't easy to say, like, it wasn't easy for me to say. And I said, of course it's not easy. How can you tell someone that you've given your love to, someone that loves you, how can you tell them to your face, you're not the one to me? I've met someone else. There's someone else I'm interested in. I no longer want to be with you. How can you tell them that? And especially when you're a nice person, it's hard to hurt people. Because I know I've been there where I've hurt someone and it broke my heart. Like, that's why I'm so nice. Because I can't handle the fact of hurting someone. Now, if they choose to be hurt because of something I choose to do for myself, to benefit myself, that's different. Yes, it still hurts me because I'm like, oh man. But to intentionally hurt someone, I can't do. So it takes you to a different direction when you feel that you have been replaced by someone. It makes you feel that you weren't good enough and that you did something wrong. And obviously, how you can feel, you know? Like, sure, you can put up a front and say, oh, well, I'm prettier than her, I'm better than her, this and that. Sure, you can, like, and it's okay if you want to put that, but it's also okay to say, you know, mean things and just understand that you're hurting. And I just didn't understand the relationship between them. I mean, maybe because they danced a lot, sure, but him and I danced all the time. I wouldn't go to dances for him because I knew he enjoyed them. But it was very tough. I personally was only able to get through it through my friends. And sure, I felt that I was less valuable for a bit. I felt that, okay, she has to be better in something because I don't understand. Maybe I'm not pretty enough, or maybe I'm not this or that. And again, with the anxiety, it's one thing to just have thoughts in your head like, oh, what if he's seeing someone else? But when you have anxiety, it's like, what if he's doing this? What if he's doing that? What if she's doing this to him? What if she's doing that to her? What if they're here? What if he takes her to your favorite places that you used to do? It's like all those times 10. And what can you do besides just fight them? And it's just something that I wanted to talk about because thanks to my wonderful friends in Riverside, I wouldn't be able to get through that breakup. Because they were there, they were immediate. And I also want to give a shout out to my friends in high school too, my 2 best friends. They were there for me, yes. Like when they were the ones that first found out about my breakup, besides like the ones in Riverside. Like when they came to see me, I told them the next day like this happened, and they were there for me, and they would check up on me every now and then. And I know it's hard because we all have busy schedules, but it was nice to know that at least in Riverside I had that immediate contact that I needed. And a lot of people were very nice too. They were like, oh, you know, you don't deserve that from him, blah, blah, like from my club, from LU. And it's just, yes, I know, but it hurts. And that's why it's just important to keep your values there, because yes, it's going to hurt a lot. And I understand that people have been cheated on. I will never say he cheated on me, because I don't think he physically cheated on me. I think he just knew that there was just something else that was going somewhere different, and he didn't want me to be pulled into that. He didn't want to be held accountable for cheating, if he knows he can just break it off before it happened. So that was in the past, but for a while, is what I think I used it for is to just push myself to love myself more and understand that just because someone saw you as less valuable or made you feel that way, that doesn't mean you have to stay that way. That just means you need to challenge yourself to get past that and see what more you can do to push yourself. Because I know there are people that have a thick skin and think, oh, you know, it's whatever. Or maybe they just have one good cry and it's over. They're over it. And for me, it took me a long time, even till the next year, to get over it. Because I was trying my best to just enjoy my single life. And I did. Honestly, when I think back, I'm like, wow, okay. You had a lot of fun. But I know there were times where I would still talk to my best friend from Riverside about it, because it was still there. It took more time for me to heal, and sometimes it takes others much longer, and it's okay if that happens. It's just always remember to keep your values there, because the thought that kept coming into my head was, why? Like, why did I deserve that? Why did that happen? Am I some kind of person that doesn't deserve to have that kind of relationship, or does deserve to be treated that way? It just makes you think a bit, right? And I know I'm not the only one that's gone through this, so that's why I'm not saying that my breakup was so horrible. I'm not here to talk about the breakup. I'm here to talk about how it pushed me to really get out there and just be like, you know what, okay, he doesn't want to be with me, that's fine, that's his loss. I'm going to do me. I'm sure you guys heard that, do me and all that. But when I'm very serious about that, because when I hear people say do me, it's like, okay, yes, do you, girl, or do you, boy, go. But it's also about just going out and doing it. You don't have to tell people that you're going to. Just find something that you want to keep to yourself that makes you happy, that will challenge your experiences or push you to get out of your comfort zone. Keep that. You can always keep that to yourself, because then that's showing you're gonna grow more internally. And if you then choose to tell someone, oh, I've been doing this hobby, I've been going hiking here, and it's honestly been helping me a lot. Because personally, I'm big on not telling people a lot of things about what I'm doing, what are my plans, because it's more like I'll tell you once I'm reaching it, once I feel like it's going somewhere. And I just hope this can help some girls and guys that didn't understand, like, their value is still there. If anything, it's worth more, because if one person can't see the value in you, there's someone that's going to see it 10 times over. And that's what happened to me. I finally met someone that just sees my value so much and values me as a person, and even more as a woman, just understanding everything that we go through. And he also pushes me to do my best and just supports me in anything that I choose to do. And I'm sorry these videos are so long. Sometimes I just talk so much, but I'm gonna work on it a bit more. I'm pretty sure it would have been shorter if I didn't talk about the comparisons, but I'm glad you guys were here to watch the video. I'm glad you guys are bearing with me. I'm sorry if this wasn't too inspirational or motivational. It's just more kind of understanding the basis of what can happen after a breakup. Yes, it can make you or break you, but I want to tell you all that whoever goes through a breakup, you gotta push through it and just make it, because it gives you time to reflect on yourself as a person, and then you can grow more as a person. And I'm just cheering for you guys, and I know you guys can do it. And just know that there's going to be someone that's going to value you so much. And don't be afraid to let that person in. Don't be afraid that, oh my gosh, this person really thinks I'm great. Oh my gosh. Because sometimes that happens because you're not as used to it as you should be. You know, you should know that you're great. If someone says, oh, you're so great, and I'm like, thank you. I honestly appreciate that you see that about me. Because if someone sees that I'm great, then, you know, I'm not going to be like, oh no, don't tell me that. It's getting too real. I don't think that should be the case. But just know that, I will say this all the time, you are loved. Don't think that no one loves you, because there's someone out there that does. And if you just let them into your life, let them into your heart, they're going to show you your worth, and you are worth it. And no matter what guy or girl says about you when they break up with you, or how they make you feel, or what their actions are, just know that you can push through. And surround yourself by people that see the good in you, because they're going to constantly be there for you. That's what's important too. Alright guys, well, I hope you have a good Friday and a good weekend. Tune in next week for another video. I don't know if I should call it Fat Girl Friday. I think I have enough with the fat. It's already a fat girl, and you know, we'll just see. But I appreciate any support and any comments you have below, any what's it called, constructive criticism. And to those who are new subscribers, welcome. And if you want to see more videos, just please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.